Cardi only fuck with people bigger than him. I agree with you. But at the same time, he's the one that's giving everybody the biggest songs on their projects. Like, I posted this on Twitter and Instagram earlier today. So if you take a look at Travis Scott's project, Utopia, what is the top song on there? What is the song that Travis Scott performs most on that album? Fiend. Who's featuring on Fiend though? Is it Playboi Carti? Let me just make sure real quick to see what is it. Okay, so I know looks like it's okay. I know is beating it, but Fiend is still the second. Okay, it's the second most popular song on the album. That came out of nowhere. I feel like I haven't really heard I Know in a while. But what else? Kanye on the project Vultures 1. Which song has the most streams? Carnival, 7 mil. Or sorry, Vultures, 8 mil. But that was a single. So that doesn't really count because it had a head start by like months. But like Carnival's already up there. 9 is Talking. How does that have 9 mil? Who's talking about this song? Talking. But regardless, there were tweets that said that this song was outstreaming it anyway. And I checked the Spotify charts like myself, and I took this screenshot myself, and Carnival was the highest streamed song like of the last day globally, and then Fuck Some was top 3. So I'm just saying, on all these people's projects, Cardi has the top song. So I feel like he has more pull than a lot of people even think. Now he hasn't dropped a project where he's like blown everybody out the water with first week sales. Whole Lot of Red only got 105. But there's something to say about like just how many people are going to show out to his features on these albums. Because like, again, who else? The Weeknd. Let's see what was that song called? Popular. So The Weeknd, that song already had like over 1 billion streams or something. Or no, sorry, 500 million streams. But look, that song is one of the most popular songs that The Weeknd has right now. Now, granted, I feel like might be the latest song. Let's check that. The Highlights Deluxe, but those already dropped. So yeah, Popular. But yeah, look, still Popular is just going crazy. What's the last one that Cardi dropped before that? Talking was a single too with his daughter for Kanye. Okay, there we go. So yeah, Carnival was the top stream song, and then Fuck Some with Travis Scott and everything. So I'm just saying, Cardi, yes, he's dropping songs with people only who are bigger than him. However, he's still pushing them over the top where they're the most popular songs. Now, what was the one before that? I feel like he hadn't really done one except for maybe Pain 1993 with Drake. Drake needs to stop dropping so many projects. Even though I liked For All the Dogs, but Her Loss was like, why did you need to do that with 21 Savage? But okay, let's see. Pain 1993, 252 mil, but Tuesday Slide, okay. It's still surprising though to see people hated that Cardi verse because of the Baby Boy shit. But it's still one of the more popular songs on there, and it's Drake. So like, it shouldn't even matter because Drake already encompasses like all rap and hip hop fans. Her Loss was fire. I mean, at the time it was cool. Don't get me wrong, but like, if you grew up on Drake, such as on Nothing Was the Same or Take Care, like any of his old shit, even what's the other one? Yeah, like the Future collab tape, What a Time to Be Alive. What else? If you're reading this, it's too late. Nothing Was the Same. That's my favorite Drake project. What's the other one? Yeah, like Thank Me Later with Headlines. So Far Gone, when he had 3 Lil Wayne features when he first came out. Pause. Damn, you can't compare those projects to it. I liked For All the Dogs though. Don't get me wrong. I feel like that was overhated. But what was this last one? Honestly, Nevermind. Like, everyone said that the Her Loss, Honestly Nevermind was gonna grow on people. It was gonna switch the whole movement of rap. Like, rap is dying, so we're gonna go into EDM or like dance music. No one went that direction, bro. No one. So what does that tell you? That album wasn't as great as everybody thought. Like, people keep claiming like, oh, it's gonna have the whole lot of red effect. Like, chill, bro. That shit just don't happen like that. How many of you think Cardi's selling first week? That's a good question. I actually saw, hold up. I sent this tweet to somebody, so I want to make sure that I get it right, because I definitely didn't like it because I wasn't sure if I agreed. But hold up. So it said something along the lines of Cardi, it was with the debate of people talking about how Uzi was at like 36 million monthly listeners, whereas Cardi is at 42 or something like that. But I even already talked about this before. Cardi, as much as I would definitely pick Cardi if we're doing stocks, I would definitely pick Cardi over Uzi right now, just because he's on his way up still. Just on the two most popular songs, as I just discussed, on Kanye's project. He has the most popular songs on Travis, Drake, whatever. But Uzi still all time. Like, I don't think Cardi can touch Uzi's all-time numbers like Eternal Take 295K or 305K or whatever it was. And that's what the tweet was about. So people were arguing, and so somebody said in the Cardi or Uzi subreddit, just like, yo, y'all gotta chill about this comparison because nobody touching Uzi like that. Pause. Let me find it. Let's see who tweeted it. Do y'all think that Cardi's touching Eternal Take numbers? Because I just don't. But at the same time, numbers, I don't know, after Billboard like switched the rules a little bit, and then people cracked down on streams. I don't know what it was, but like after 2020, remember when numbers started to dip down a little bit? Like, people just could not get near 300K. I mean, even Drake's doing 600, but at the same time, his peak was views. They got over 1 million. So now that he's past his peak, I feel like 600 actually makes sense, right? But yeah, I mean, Max, look, again, because if Cardi, I think he was at 16 mil or something before he got the Weeknd, popular with Madonna, before he got Travis Scott with Fiend, and then before he got Kanye. He got 2 features on Kanye. However, at the same time, you can't deny that Cardi was the reason that a lot of those songs did well. So you got to give him credit where it's due. So 16 to now, I think he has like 42 mil. But so I don't know. I think he could push 200K. 200K makes sense. Because he did 105, and I arguably do think that he might be double the size as he once was, just because of all the cosigns. Now, is he gonna, again, I just don't know. He gets a lot of help because his brand is kind of built off like cosigns, where he's just like super cool. So he's cool with Kanye, he's cool with everybody, wants to be him, you know, whereas Uzi just had like mega hits. Whereas I don't know if Cardi actually has the hits like Uzi does yet, at least. I'm not saying like subjectively you might like his music better, but like, let's see, Sky is at 638 mil, okay, and he has 45 mil. Look at that. All right, but Uzi, he's got songs with billions, bro. Lucid Dreams remix, but that's Juice WRLD. XO Tour Life 2 billion, 20 minutes, almost hitting 1 billion. The Way Life Goes, almost hitting 1 billion. I'm sorry, I like both artists, so this is not, I'm just trying to be objective here. He has more monthly listeners than Uzi, yes, but I'm just, y'all gotta realize what monthly listeners is. Like, look at this. Richie Mary, 6.6 mil, right? Monthly listeners. Ken Carson, 6.1. So you're telling me right now, you're telling me that if Rich Amiri dropped a project on the same day as Ken Carson, you think that Rich Amiri is gonna sell more than Ken Carson? Look, I'm not hating on him at all because I like Rich Amiri's last project. But no way in hell, no way. Ken Carson's smacking the shit out of him. He's just a bigger artist overall. So the way that monthly listeners works is like, you can have one song or you can feature on another big song by another artist, and then you'll still get counted as for all those monthly listeners. So yes, again, Cardi solo before the Travis and the Weeknd, Kanye, 16 mil, went up to 45 mil. That is 29 million more monthly listeners by being on like 4 features, bro. 4. So I'm just saying, in general, monthly listeners isn't like the best indicator of how big an artist is, although it is one factor. So yeah. But as I was saying with Rich Amiri, he's got one song, one call, blowing up everywhere on TikTok. And that's not a bad thing. I think that's a good thing. Every popular song's on TikTok. I don't know why people like don't get it in their head that that's just the music industry nowadays. But again, he has more monthly listeners just because one song is blowing up as we speak, whereas Ken Carson's kind of cooled off just because he already dropped his project like a long time ago. However, if he had a song that was blowing up right now, he could hit like 15 million, even though he's really the same size, if that makes sense. Like, he's not, Cardi was at 16 mil before, right? But if Ken Carson gets a big song and then hits 16 mil, Cardi's still way bigger. It's just like the numbers get swayed really easily with monthly listeners based on like recency bias. Bob, the Kanye songs aren't going towards that. You might be right, because I remember Cardi's monthly listeners being at like 42 mil or something before the Kanye album. And if he did count on it, then he'd be at like 60, 70. Like, what is Kanye's? Kanye's is at 66. Yeah, I could see Cardi being, because it's the most popular song on this album, on Vultures 1. So yeah, and the only reason it's not counting is because Cardi's not listed as a primary artist, because he like basically hid the features. Did he do that for Donda too? Honestly, I don't like when people do that. Like, just tell us who's on it. Donda, yeah, he hit it on here too. What the hell, man?